Hi all, this is Buck Baskin with AdultBibleStudyCurriculum.com. Sorry if this training video sounds a little rough. I'm fighting allergies this week, but I figure since your ministry probably doesn't start due to allergies or stop due to allergies, mine shouldn't stop either. So we're going to press on and see what we can do. In this lesson on small group dynamics, I want to talk about nonverbal communication. There's actually entire courses you can take on this, and I've taken them, but I'll try to cram it into a few-minute video here. When we communicate, I think it's like 80% of everything we say is actually through like a nonverbal, through like our gestures and motions and things like that. And so as you, as a leader of a small group, being able to read that and understand those nonverbal communication that people are giving you will help you a lot in really trying to sort of press on people to answer the questions, to get involved in discussion, to feel welcome, and to make sure that they're not holding back and missing out on something. So there's a few key things here we can look for. One is crossed arms. If someone crosses their arms, it's pretty obvious that they feel a little uncomfortable usually. Now this could be a discomfort in something in the group's wrong, like maybe they're not comfortable with someone or arrangement or something like that, or it could just mean that they're uncomfortable with the topics being discussed. Maybe you're hitting on a sin and they struggle with that sin. So we have to kind of keep an eye on these things and then just sort of use the discernment God's given us to decide what step to take next, whether make an adjustment to make them more comfortable or to continue to press, to maybe give them the opportunity to confess what they're struggling with, so you as a community and a family can come around them and help them to recover. The other thing is like eye contact. And I'm not talking about just being respectful, making good eye contact with people, although that's important as a teacher, that you kind of go around and make eye contact with each person to let each one of them know that they are important, that you're not just caring about one person. But as people sort of begin to drift off and their eyes move around, they may be losing interest, and again, they may be uncomfortable with the situation. And like I said, spiritually speaking, this is huge, because as you begin to go dig into things, people are going to have their hearts pricked, and you need to be aware of these things and decide what to do and what God wants you to do. Because especially depending if it's a real small group where it's more like almost like an accountability group, part of your job is to help people to confess the things that they deal with and to find answers. And so if we can read and be able to figure out when people are hurting and struggling or maybe uncomfortable, maybe we can take those steps. Seating outside the group. This is where if like you're in a circle and someone sort of drifts off outside. We've talked about seating arrangements before, so I won't get too much into this. Be careful and watch this, because a lot of times it's because someone's kind of been forced out, and this may be a time where you bring your group leadership together and say, hey, this is what I saw happen. This is not good. This is not how we operate. And you're able to fix that for the future, make sure people are included. Or it could be that people are looking to hide, and they may force themselves kind of out of the circle. I see this more with students and adults, but it's something to watch out for. When this happens, don't make a big scene. Just go, hey, let's move out. People, let's make sure they come in. Hey, come in and join with us. Like I said, these are adults. We don't have to push them too hard. Another thing is just use your common sense. I mean, you can tell when someone's hurting, when someone's struggling, when someone's uncomfortable. So as long as you're just aware of what's going on, you use your common sense, you should be fine. Like I said, there's a lot of studies about nonverbal communication. But at the end of the day, it's not really rocket science. It's really a common sense thing as you read it and study it. So remember, a lot of the communication going on in groups is nonverbal. You need to think about for yourself how you're communicating, the way that you look and feel in your lessons, and you're excited about them. But also, and this is kind of where we focused, watch your group. How are they acting and reacting, so you know where you may need to adjust or press a little more, or stop for a moment and get people caught up, or allow people to confess those things they struggle with, so you as a group can love on them and help them experience life change. Again, this is Buck Baskin with AdultBibleStudyCurriculum.com, and we will talk to you next time.